in not granting Clive Derby Lewis medical parole. Let's listen to what residents from Dawn Park, a scene of significance in this story, had to say.
Happy, as you can see, and we're going to celebrate this. We're going to commemorate and celebrate the life and the legacy of Comrade Chris Hani.
South Africa is happy.
South Africans are happy because justice has prevailed. The right decision has been taken.
Until this day, South Africans still cannot get closure on why Hani was killed and by whom.
Well, our reporter Yulisa Njamela is in Dawn Park. She joins me now live. Yulisa, you're outside the former home of Chris Hani, and I'm sure just talking to people there, you've been able to gauge the impact this announcement has had on the residents who've perhaps been living there for quite some time.
Well, absolutely. Not only them, Natasha. In fact, a whole number of people came through here from the neighbors, the ANC, SACP, the Tripartite Alliance, really, ordinary folk, and also the leaders of these parties were here. Just to give you a picture, they converged here very early in the morning. And just to take the viewers right back to that fateful day when Chris Hani was gunned down right behind us in cold blood in Dawn Park in Boksburg. Remember that what we understand is that a young lady ran through this street wailing bitterly, and the neighbors came out because they had just heard gunshots, and after that heard that bitter crying. That lady turned out to be Nomakwezi Hani, in fact, who is or was Chris Hani's daughter. Now, later on, a number of these neighbors were the first ones on the scene. And today, they were also the ones who were hosting the people who came here quite early, who converged here quite early in their houses so that they could see and hear for themselves the result today. And immediately, when the results were announced, or rather, when the information from Pretoria came through, there was jubilation. But soon after that, you could hear that there's a bit of a change, because now the news sunk in that while Derby Lewis is not going to be released on parole, the other gentleman, de Kock, would be released, and those news kind of dampened the mood. However, the people behind me, very happy, very excited, and they're saying it is actually victory for the South Africans at large. If you can just tell the viewers a bit what you feel about the outcome.
We are so very, very, very much happy about the outcome. And indeed, for us as the country, this is indeed the victory to our nation and our democracy. We are so very much happy, and the celebration is going on and on throughout the day. We are so very happy. Amanda.
You can hear for yourself, Natasha. It's not only them. A whole lot of people lined up here from very early this morning. If you can tell us as well what you felt like immediately after the announcement was made.
Yes, ma'am, we are happy with the outcome because the Derby Lewis medical document is fraudulent. Our country is justice. The justice is there in South Africa. Thank you, Amanda.
While the festivities continue here at Dawn Park outside Chris Hani's home, for now we're taking it back to you, Natasha, in Auckland Park.
Yulisa, thank you very much. Yulisa Njamela live from Dawn Park in Boksburg. But let's just take a look now at some reaction from social media. The tweets that have been coming through, quite varied. De Kock is healthy, Derby Lewis is dying, says Pololo. This doesn't make sense at all. Has he even shown any remorse for his actions? One from Modipa saying, I personally think Eugene should stay in jail on the same grounds as Clive Derby Lewis is staying in jail. We can't practice forgiveness. And one from Pinky saying the parole board must explain how they knew the fake medical record was Derby Lewis's and not that of the patient with the same name and condition. And finally, one from Golani saying Clive Derby Lewis should be allowed to die a dignified death. So just some interesting tweets coming through there. Remember, you can send in your tweets. That Twitter handles at SABC News Online.